All right, let's cut right to it. Forget everything you thought you knew about skincare acids. Today, we are going to slice through all that confusion and hand you the exact knowledge you need to take total control of your skin. You know, the word acid itself just sounds scary, right? We've all heard the horror stories, the irritation, the redness, the I overdid it disasters. It really makes you wonder, are these things a miracle in a bottle or just a skincare nightmare waiting to happen?
But what if I told you that in the next 5 minutes, we can flip that fear into absolute confidence? That's the plan. We're going to turn you into the expert on your own skin. Let's do this.
So, where do we start? Well, before we can talk about any specific acid, we have to get on the same page about the one fundamental job that all of them share. And trust me, it is way, way simpler than the internet wants you to believe. It all boils down to this one kind of sciencey word, desquamation. But all that means is your skin's natural built-in process for shedding old dead cells. The problem is, things like age, sun damage, you name it, can hit the brakes on this process and slow it right down. And the result of that slowdown? Oh, you've seen it in the mirror. That dull, kind of grayish tone, that rough texture, pores that get clogged and lead to breakouts, and even fine lines that suddenly look way more obvious. It's literally a traffic jam of old cells just sitting on your skin's surface. So how do acids come in and clear up this mess? Just think of it like this. All those old skin cells are stuck together by a sort of cellular glue. Acids are basically the solvent for that glue. They dissolve the bonds, which lets all those dull, dead cells just wash away. And what's underneath? Fresh, new, glowing skin. It's like hitting a giant reset button for your face. First up, let's talk about the absolute pro when it comes to pores, salicylic acid. If you are dealing with any kind of oiliness, blackheads, or breakouts, this is the one you really, really need to know about. Its secret weapon is a property called lipophilic. It sounds super complex, I know, but it just means oil-soluble. This is salicylic acid's superpower because it lets it mix with oil in a way that most other popular acids just can't. And here's why that one little word is a total game changer. See, water-soluble acids, like glycolic acid, they mostly just work on the surface of your skin. But because salicylic acid is oil-soluble, it can dive deep into your pores, which are full of oil and sebum, and literally clean them out from the inside. It's a deep clean service for your pores. But it doesn't stop there, oh no. This is a true multitasking powerhouse. It's keratolytic, which is just a fancy way of saying it smooths out your skin texture. It's bactericidal, so it helps fight off acne bacteria. It's anti-inflammatory, which calms down redness. And it even helps regulate sebum to control that midday shine. What's not to love? So let's put it simply. If your skin is oily, combination, or just prone to breakouts, salicylic acid needs to be your new best friend. It is absolutely tailor-made for you. Okay, so you're sold, but which product is actually right for you? Let's build out your personal skincare arsenal because this is definitely not a one-size-fits-all situation. First up, this one's for these skincare veterans out there. If your skin is tough, really oily, and doesn't get irritated easily, the Rejuticare Pore Solution is a true power player. It's got the max 2% salicylic acid, plus menthol for that tingly, cooling feeling, but a word of warning, that same menthol can be a little much for sensitive skin types. Now, what if you're totally new to acids or your skin gets red just by looking at it the wrong way? The Isntree Chestnut BHA Toner is your perfect starting point. It's got that effective 2% dose, but it's cushioned with hydrating ingredients. It's watery, it's gentle, and it gets the job done without any drama. And for everybody in between, the Medicate Press and Clear is a fantastic do-it-all option. The secret here is how it's delivered. The salicylic acid is encapsulated, which just means it's released slowly over time. So you get all the power, but with way less risk of irritation. And as a bonus, it also has tranexamic acid to help fade those annoying post-acne marks. Okay, but what if even the most gentle salicylic acid is just too much for your skin? Or maybe your main issue isn't really aggressive breakouts, but more sensitivity and dullness. Well, allow me to introduce you to Mandelic Acid, the gentle giant. The whole secret to its gentle nature is all about molecule size. See, an acid like glycolic has a really small molecule. It sinks into the skin super fast, which is what can cause that stinging or irritation. Mandelic acid, on the other hand, has a much larger molecule. It absorbs more slowly, more evenly, giving you really effective exfoliation with a much, much lower risk of freaking out your skin. So its strengths are super clear. It's gentle enough for even the most sensitive skin, and just like salicylic, it's oil-soluble, so it can still help out with pores. But here's the cool part. It can also help inhibit melanin production, which makes it fantastic for tackling dark spots and hyperpigmentation. It's the perfect all-rounder for delicate skin. A great example of this is the PSA Heroin Toner. This is for you if your skin feels dry or mature or just needs a serious glow up. It combines mandelic with hydrating lactic acid and kombucha. Now, just a heads up, the texture is pretty thick and can feel a little sticky. It's kind of a love it or hate it thing, but the glow it delivers is absolutely undeniable. Okay, at this point, you get the why, the what, and the how. You are officially the expert. So let's wrap this up by running through a quick FAQ round to lock in all that new knowledge. First question. Sunscreen. While salicylic acid doesn't technically make you more sun-sensitive like some other acids, listen, if you're using powerful skincare, daily SPF is just not negotiable, okay? Next, how often? Always start slow. 1 to 3 times a week is perfect. Just listen to your skin, it will tell you what it needs. And finally, the big one, pregnancy. While facial use up to 2% is generally considered fine, a lot of people prefer the super gentle nature of mandelic acid during that time. But the golden rule is always, always, always check with your doctor. So let's boil this all down to the final, ultimate cheat sheet. If you're fighting clogged pores, extra oil, and breakouts, your hero is salicylic acid. If you need powerful exfoliation but you're dealing with sensitive skin or dark spots, you reach for mandelic acid. It's that simple. And I want you to remember this. The goal was never about chasing some impossible idea of perfect skin. The real goal is empowerment. It's about understanding what your skin needs and then making smart, confident choices for it. And you now have the knowledge to do exactly that. So I'll leave you with this question. You're the expert now. You have the tools, you have the knowledge. So what are you going to choose for your skin?